And the Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews has refused to answer questions as issues around integrity continue to surface. It's prompted the opposition leader Matthew Guy to vow that he'd allow public IBAC hearings if he's elected Premier. Georgia Simpson has got all the details live from Melbourne this morning. George, bring us up to speed.
Well, Pete, as you mentioned, the opposition leader Matthew Guy has promised he'd allow public hearings for IBAC, as well as give IBAC more powers and more funding if he is elected as Premier on November 26. All of this comes as it's been revealed there's potentially a fourth IBAC probe into the Andrews government relating to training contracts that were awarded to a health union just before the 2018 election. Now, the Premier, Daniel Andrews, released a statement over the weekend defending his integrity, which reads, "Regardless of any smear, innuendo or media reporting based on anonymous sources, the only IBAC matters I will comment on are those that are the subject of a final report, as is appropriate and has always been my practice. Questions about what IBAC is or is not doing are a matter for the independent agency. I act appropriately at all times and in all things. That is the oath I swore, and I take it very seriously." Now, it is understood that yesterday at a press conference, the Premier was asked more than 15 questions about this statement and about these IBAC probes, all of which he refused to answer. So, as I mentioned, this has prompted the opposition leader Matthew Guy to seize on this, despite integrity issues brushing his own party. Matthew Guy says he intends to run a government with integrity, and that involves having IBAC hearings as public, giving IBAC more powers, and of course more funding. Pete?
OK, and Georgia, there appears to be fresh information regarding that car accident involving the Andrews family car back in 2013.
Yeah, that's right. This issue continues to dog the Premier, Daniel Andrews. The Herald Sun has obtained fresh photos and documents that have never been seen before, and these have been published today. And as you mentioned, this is in relation to a car accident involving the Andrews family car that was driven by Daniel Andrews' wife, Catherine, on the Mornington Peninsula in 2013, and it collided with a young cyclist at the time. Now, the Meuleman family, the family of this cyclist, say they've never seen these photos, which are of the Andrews car post-crash. And it's also reported, Pete, that the car wasn't taken away for forensic analysis. So both the photos and this information has really upset the Meuleman family. And it appears that 9 years on, Pete, there appears to be differing versions of events in relation to this incident.
Georgia Simpson, thank you.